Hi guys and girls, welcome back to my vlog, and I am talking about the positive side of autism, because I feel like I talk about all the struggles of autism and the things that I face, but sometimes there's not enough emphasis on all the positive things and the positive traits, positive sides of autism, of an autistic person, of an autistic employee. I will get there. So I've got a little list, and I'll just read a couple off, and then I'll add sort of maybe a little bit to it, because I've literally just written bullet points of what I thought of at the time of writing it. So I've got we see patterns. So where a neurotypical might not see a pattern occurring, I can pretty often pick up on a pattern. I'm really good with seeing patterns in things and seeing how something fits together. I'm really quite good at those kinds of things. So problem solving, that's kind of, for me, it kind of goes with seeing patterns. Problem solving and seeing patterns kind of go together for me. And also that's kind of the skill of being all right with numbers. But stereotypically, I am one of those people who is quite good with numbers, but not all autistic people are geniuses and good with maths, good with numbers. Some autistic people are really good with, I don't know, science or art or English or IT. So what I'm trying to say is all autistic people are not the same. We share some of the similar traits, but we're all individuals. I've put good observationist. Now, I don't even know if observationist is an actual word, or if maybe I just made that up in my own world. I don't really know, but I guess what I mean by that is good at observing. I'm really, really good at observing lots of things. So, you know, because I'm really quite quiet, I keep myself to myself, but it doesn't kind of mean that I'm not listening or I'm not looking. I see lots of things, I hear lots of things that maybe other people can't see or can't hear, or maybe choose not to. I see a lot of things, and you know, I don't necessarily voice the things that I hear and see, but I do see them. So if something was to happen, I know that I would probably have the answer to it, because I've probably seen it or probably heard it. So get work done quick and to a high standard. I feel like for me, this is definitely a positive of mine. I tend to get things done promptly. So if I'm asked, right, I'd like you to do this, and it needs to be complete by this day, I will complete it the day you've told us to do it. So for example, at work, sometimes we're told to do something, and we're given from the day that the email is sent to tell us to do it to, I don't know, 2 weeks after this date. And I normally get this done on the day the email is sent to tell us we've got 2 weeks to do it. Because I like to get things done. I don't like it lingering. If the words are there, I like to get it done, get it sent, and I know then I don't need to worry. There's nothing hanging over my head, and it's just done. It's out of the way. Why would you have to drag it out? I've put here also, Aspies are loyal and honest, very honest, in fact, for me, and I think that's kind of what makes me a good friend. I mean, I don't have many friends, but it's what makes me a good friend is that I am brutally honest sometimes, and sometimes I don't know if that's socially acceptable, but I would hope that my friends would tell me that, you know, maybe you should change the way you said that, or you know, or maybe it's all right saying it to me, but don't go out and say that to other people, so that I know then what is acceptable. Also, that kind of ties in, the honesty there kind of ties in with the truthful opinions that I've put here. this can get me into trouble. And I kind of, if somebody asks me a question, very often I will just give a truthful answer, whether you want that answer or not. So when a neurotypical person asks me a question, I'll tell them the honest answer. So if I don't know, this is an example, and I wouldn't say it unless it was very truthful, but I wouldn't say it to hurt somebody's feelings. So sometimes I kind of change what I say because I know that's going to hurt their feelings, so I wouldn't say that to that person. So if somebody said, oh, do you like this dress, or does this dress look good on me, and you're thinking, actually, it actually looks really crap and I don't like the pattern, or no, I don't like the way that falls, or I don't like this part of it, but I wouldn't actually say to that person, no, it looks shit. I wouldn't say that. I would literally say, yeah, it looks all right, because I've learned that I can't sometimes say exactly what I do think because it will hurt and offend somebody. So my truthful opinions are a positive, but also a kind of a negative. So it's trying to find that balance between the two. Yeah, it has got me into trouble a couple of times. So yeah, it kind of comes into line with the, giving hints kind of thing. Don't give me a hint, just tell me straight, and that's what I am. I hope that, and I find that I am kind of really straight talking, really honest, and sometimes I don't think before I speak. It just kind of comes out, and I don't mean anything by it, and I don't mean anything, to offend anybody, but it's just something that I can't help. But I would hope that people would tell me, if I offend them, or, if they take it the wrong way. I'd hope that they'd say, so that then I can learn from that. But there you go. I've put here also, great with facts. So another positive is I am pretty good with facts. There are a lot of things that I do know. I wouldn't say that I'm kind of, how do I say it? I wouldn't say I'm amazing with facts, with things. I would say that I'm all right with them. There are things that I know better than other things because maybe they're an interest, but 9 times out of 10 I'm pretty good with facts, which leads me to attention to detail. This is a positive of mine especially. I am really good with attention to detail. Like I said with the observation, I see everything, I hear everything, and for me, here's an example. If I see a picture, I don't just see the picture. That sounds alien to you guys probably, but what I mean by that is I'll see all the little details, or how it's made up, or the brush strokes, or how the colours are combined to make a certain colour, or how it's laid out on the page, and where this flower is compared to this flower, or why it might be there compared to there. And I'll see all these things that have built up to make that big picture. So I don't just go, oh yeah, that's really nice. I see all these little individual things that have built up to make that picture, whereas most people, or neurotypical people, might just go up to a picture and go, yeah, that's really lovely, I like that, that looks really nice, but they don't necessarily see, oh look, she's got polka dots on her dress, or I don't know, this, oh, can you see that little thing in the background? I don't know, might be a picture of a frog hanging on the wall or something, or, so I see all these little things, and then I like to see how those little things make the bigger picture, which can be really, really helpful. And that leads me on to my last point, which is one of my positives is I can focus on a task for a long period of time. I think for me, it kind of depends also though. I don't know, I'm trying to be positive, but that point kind of depends on what the task is, when it's given to me. I mean, I like, for instance, if I did like I don't know, a jigsaw at home, I could start it today and I could probably finish it in 2 days, maybe 3 at a push. So when I get home from work, I could just go straight to my jigsaw, and I can hyper focus, and because I can see the patterns, I can see the patterns of the puzzle pieces, I can see where that piece fits there, that piece fits there, and the little details on each piece of the puzzle. So I find jigsaws, I wouldn't say easy, but I don't necessarily find them hard. You know, and I'm talking like 1,000-piece puzzles, you know, sometimes even 500-piece puzzles, you know, but so I can focus on that. And sometimes I get so engrossed in something, a task or whatever it is you've asked me to do, sometimes I can get so focused that I kind of don't hear if you've told me to do something else or move on. I have to, if you've given me a task, I have to focus until it's done. So I can't just leave a task once I've started it. I have to start the task and finish the task, because why would you leave it half finished or not finished and then go on to something else and do something else but then come back to that? My brain doesn't work like that. I have to, if I've started a task, I have to finish it, then I can move on and I can do something else till that's finished and that's completed. So that's all of the positives that I could think of for myself. Now, I've said before in a lot of my vlogs, I don't speak for everybody, I don't speak for every autistic person, because, you know, if you've met one autistic person, you've only met one autistic person. We're all individuals, we all have our own positive traits, we all have our own negatives, we all have, you know, we all have our own interests. So, yeah, so please do treat kind of every autistic person that you come into contact with respect, and just treat us like you, really, because that's all we want. We want to kind of, you know, integrate and fit in with society and feel no different, even though we are different, and sometimes, you know, we do want a little bit of extra help. Yeah, that's all I'm going to say on this one. If you've liked the content, if you've liked this video, then please give me a thumbs up, and if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel. There is more content on my channel about autism acceptance, and educating people about autism. And you can drop me a comment in the comment section below so we can start a conversation if you'd like. So if you want to tell me your positives, then just pop them down below, or you can always find me on Facebook. I'm Just Jenny on Facebook, as I'm Just Jenny on here. See you soon.